Happy Saturday. Hi, Margaret Lloyd here. Gonna have a good Saturday. Been rearranging my office here, or workstation. Um, Next thing I need to get set up is my sewing machine so I can start doing some sewing. I have a lot of things I want to do, and I think I have too many things I want to do in a short period of time. But that's okay because I'll work at it. It keeps me busy. I'm working on my sweater. It's the front part of the sweater is almost, I'd say it's quarter of the way through. I have both sleeves done. I just got to work on this and the back. So front and the back, get those done, and I'll have the sweater done. But been working on, like I said, working on my things here, getting done, finding my peace, finding my peace, and I think I'm finding it. Every day is a challenge. Some days I find more than on other days. Some days are somewhat of a problem, like, oops, I think I have a doggy wanting to come in. Let's see if Snickers wants in. Let's see if that's Snickers at the door. Mommy's right here. Come here, baby. You can come in here with Mommy. You're my sweetheart. Yes, you are. You are my sweetheart. You can sit down here with me. We're just talking about stuff. How we like to go for walks and do things together. And you're a good dog. You love on Mommy. There's my sleeves over there. I got 2 sleeves there. And now I got to put this up for Halloween. And that's a painting that my mother painted. And that is, let's see, which chef Lara is that? This chef Lara here is, let's see, 40 years old? Yeah, I've had that 40 years. I have a split leaf over there with it that I've had for, probably 38 years, something like that. I think the Chef Lara I've actually had for 45 years and the split leaf for 40 years. I got the split leaf when I was a brownie leader. Got that from my brownie girls because we all moved up to Girl Scouts. The Chef Lara came from when my brother passed away of a drug overdose. Many drug overdoses. But anyway, I have been lucky that I didn't get into that trap. I do occasionally smoke marijuana. I eat THC gummies. But I like to keep my wits about me because the world is in such a terrible way. You know, anytime oh Lord have mercy. South Carolina Gamecocks can beat OU 35-9. Oh my God. What happened to OU? They died. No, what they did is they went to the SEC. Should have stayed where they were because we couldn't even watch the game because it's only on a SEC channel. Well, I'm in Oklahoma. They don't have SEC channels over here. SEC's on the East Coast. We're in the middle of the country. We're the Big 12. That's where we're supposed to be, not the SEC. Oklahoma University just really screwed things up. But, that is what it is. And it just, it is what it is. OU lost, and they'll continue to lose because they're in the wrong conference. So is OSU. They don't belong in the SEC. Not at all. Neither one of them. They need to be where they were. Big 12. What can I say? It is what it is. But, they decide they know better than the people. And so they did it. That was their choice. But I'm not going to worry about it. It is what it is. And I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, trying to get myself better, trying to teach you young ladies to believe in yourself. Number one, believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. If you don't make sure that you act and dress appropriately, nobody else will. Your parents aren't going to do it. That's obvious. When I see these girls out, walking on Main Street around the high school, it's like they have these giant shirts, giant t-shirts, giant sweatshirts, and nothing under them. Nothing. That's what it looks like. My mother would not have allowed me out of the house looking like that. I better had jeans on. I never went out of the house with 2 sets of clothes on. I never went out of the house with clothes on top of other clothes. I was not going to do that to my mother. I wasn't going to do it to myself. The only time I went to school and had more than one outfit with me was on game days. And during the day, I would have my black skirt on with my orange sweater because that's what we were supposed to wear as pep squad. I wasn't good enough to be a cheerleader. Didn't care. Never wanted to be a cheerleader anyway. But I got to hang around with them somewhat. And now they're hanging around with me. Yeah. Things switch around. But, it's okay because now we as not cheerleaders and stuff that we ever get with any of those girls because they didn't want to have anything to do with us. I tried to be friends with Marianne Hackler and Melissa Mayfield and all those, the cheerleaders, but because I didn't go to junior high with any of them because I was new to the state, they didn't have much to do with me. Just kind of, they just kind of talked to me occasionally if they had to, but other than that, I was not one of them. Well, now the shoe's on the other foot. And us uncool kids. Because we had the socias, we had the cheerleaders, we had the thugs, we had the whatevers, and I hated labels. I hated putting labels. I never put labels on people. To me, you're a person. Be nice, be kind, and that's all I ever wanted to do with people, was just be sure that everybody was nice and kind. But anyway, that was the way things were when I was in school. I don't know if it's the same way. I'm sure it's somewhat the same way, but somewhat different. But just be yourself. Be unique. Be authentic. Don't put on airs. Don't put on a mask just because you want to hang around with this group or that group or another. Don't put on a mask. Just be yourself. If they don't like you for you, that's their problem, not yours. That's their problem. They should be kind to everyone. And that's what I want to do. What I want to help the world to do. Be a kinder place. We're all human. We all bleed. We all breathe. We need to be nice and kind to one another instead of being judgmental. That's what it is. We need to stop being judgmental of people and just let them be. Be a person. Be kind. Be nice. It doesn't cost anything. It really doesn't. It helps things. Being kind and gracious is a good thing. It's good. And it's something everybody should strive to be. Live by the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's the way I have always tried to live my life. It hasn't always worked. There's always times that it doesn't work. But most times it does. And I like being kind to people. Because people have been kind to me. Not always. There have been people that have been unkind to me. Like my ex-husband, my last husband. My first husband, I never should have left him. I never should have left Junior. Tara and I would have done good if I'd stayed with him. I really, really, really believe that. I just wanted him to do something quicker than he was doing. He was playing with working. He'd get a job and he'd hurt his pinky. And be out of work for weeks, and his mother would have to pay for everything. And then she'd feel like, because she was paying for everything, that she had the right to call me every single freaking day asking me, had my daughter shit? What color was it? What was the consistency of it? Every morning she would call me. I got tired of that. I told him I didn't like that. I didn't think it was right. But she was her grandmother. But it was none of her business whether my daughter shit or not. But that was then. This is now. We're over that. We're past all that. Now we have to deal with what we're dealing with now. Wayne was a good husband. He He just had a wandering eye, a roving eye. And that was fine. I didn't care. Look, just don't touch. Well, wound up he didn't touch, and then he started accusing me of cheating on him because he was cheating on me with the gal that worked down at 7-Eleven. But, that was his thing. Me, I'm done with it. God bless him. May he rest in peace. He's passed on too. So I have one ex-husband still alive, and he's the one that should have died long ago. Should have died long ago. Junior should not have died. Martin should have. What Martin did to our children was wrong. He was abusive to my daughter. He was neglectful and mean to the boys. I truly, and I can't get it from my daughter, but I have a feeling that he sexually assaulted her because she, from the time she turned 19, she has nothing to do with him. So I just really believe he did. And I was blind to it. And I feel terrible. I feel terrible that I allowed him into her life. I never should have allowed that. Should have kept him away from her. I should have kept my daughter away from him. What I should have done if I was going to stay with him, what I should have done was given over custody to Junior. She would have been better off if I'd done that. But I just thinking about things back then, that would have been probably too late. If I had decided to do that, I think he'd already done it. I think he did it before we got married. But I hope not. I really do. But I hate the bastard anyway. I still hate him. Hate him with a vengeance. And I hope, oh, dear God, I hope he goes to prison for what he did to me, for trying to kill me. I cannot wait for January. I need him to go to prison. I need his wife to divorce him. I mean, every wife has divorced him. I don't think... He may have divorced the one before me. Yeah, he did, because he couldn't get a hold of her. But I know I'm getting better. I feel it. Because I wake up every morning feeling good about myself. I'm taking my medications. I've cut one of the medications out. And I'm going to try to cut off another one. But I got to talk to my psychiatrist before I do that. And I'll talk to her next week, I believe. And I'm going to try to start no, not next week, but second week of November is my next appointment. But I really got to get my shit together. And it's coming together. And it's going to stay together. And it's going to continue to get better. Peace, love, Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time.